Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Walberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can grow your authority and convert with ease. Today's tip is use authenticity to survive the AI onslaught. It's an invasion. AI is going to take all of our jobs. It's the end of society as we know it. Okay, maybe it's not time to panic about how artificial intelligence is going to decimate the economy and take all of our jobs, but it is time for us podcasters to pay attention because AI can help us, but it can also hurt us. It's actually such a big topic, I'm dedicating a couple of episodes and a very special bonus episode between them. Stay tuned for part 2 and AI's contribution. In this episode, I'm talking about you, the podcast host. Can you be replaced by AI? Absolutely. Yes, you can. Robots are coming for your job. AI can write a podcast script. It can voice it, now with even more emotion than ever. And you'd be shocked at how far AI scripts and voices have come when you know how to manipulate the input. It's shocking. The good news is that there are several ways that AI hosts suck compared to human podcast hosts. First, they are not human, as in they are not you. And in my opinion, that's a big deal. It's the biggest deal. Listeners can get facts from anywhere. They tune in because they want to hear these from you. They want to get to know you. They do that when you share your ideas, your stories, your anecdotes, your experiences. That's how they get to know, like, and trust you. Most of the podcasters that I work with are podcasting to build authority, either for themselves or their brand, which means that they are the big part of the secret sauce that makes their podcast valuable. I also work with a handful of podcasters who are podcasting as a business, meaning that they are selling ad space on their podcast or attracting sponsors. You guessed it, the key ingredient in that secret sauce is also them. It's their stories and their character that are winning audiences over. No robot can replace you because you have a unique personality and you have stories and lessons learned from your lived experience to share. This is where the authenticity comes in. This is what your audience is looking for. They need something to relate to. Let's talk for a quick second about authenticity. I think this is one of the biggest questions you have to ask yourself if you're thinking about replacing yourself or starting a podcast with an AI-generated voice or script. Here's the question. Will your listener be upset when they discover that it's not a real voice or that you're presenting ideas and opinions you didn't come up with yourself? It's all about trust. An authority-building podcast requires the trust of the audience. If they don't trust you, how will they ever believe you or like you or buy from you? If you know me at all, then you know I'm all about listener-centric podcasting. So ask yourself, who are you serving when you use AI to host or script your podcast? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, it's not the listener. The trust goes both ways. You have to trust that your listener wants to hear from you. And that comes from you engaging with your audience. This is another way that human hosts are better than AI podcast hosts. They can show up and connect with the listener. It's not just your ideas, stories, and opinions, or your ability to connect and engage. It's also your humanity. Your audience can hear your humanness in your emotions, your inflections, and reactions. This is what draws them in. AI can't do that. And finally, for all of you that interview guests, you may be thinking that you're free and clear from being overtaken by AI. You're only partially right. With good production, AI could create a very compelling interview podcast. Here's where you can shine as a human host. Make sure you stay present and engaged. If you read the questions in front of you without reacting to your guests' answers, then you could easily be replaced by an AI host. Be a part of the conversation. Jump on opportunities to be spontaneous and react with your full attention. These are things AI can't quite yet do. If you're struggling with being this human in your interviews, I can help. Grab a free 15-minute coaching call. So to recap, if you want to avoid losing your audience to podcasts written and hosted by artificial intelligence, then crank up what makes you unique. Share personal stories and unique ideas. Be authentic and engaged. Connect with your audience beyond the podcast. Put some life into your delivery, including emotion and even some stumbles. That's a human cough, by the way. Be present in interviews and take advantage of opportunities to follow where the conversations go, even if it's not what your AI-produced questions say you should do. If you do things like this, then you're safe. AI will not steal your audience. Nobody can replace you as long as you show up every episode. And I hope that's just the tip you need. If you haven't already subscribed or followed, make sure you do, because in my next episode, I'm going to share what AI tools you can and should be using in your podcast production process and which ones you should stay the hell away from. I'll even reveal the ones that I regularly use. Plus, I'm dropping a bonus episode that is 100% AI produced. I really hope you don't like it as much as you like me. Follow so you don't miss these or any of my future human-hosted, human-created podcasts. That's got to become a thing, right? Like a little stamp on a website, video, or any content, really. This content was generated by a human. Boom, stamp. If no one else is marking things as AI, we better be the ones to identify them as human grade. For more on how I help humans start or fix their podcasts, go to podcastperformancecoach.com. Let's hear AI try this. I'm Tim Wahlberg. See ya!